Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Radio Silent Play. I am your moderator for today on March 29th, 2015. Let me start off by saying I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence before trading any stock or options. Trading stocks and options require lots of risk. Okay, I just want to welcome everybody today on a Sunday. We got a couple of new guys on, so we want to welcome them. It's pretty good that we're kind of getting noticed now, and we're pretty much teaching a new system, or a system that not many know about. So getting the word out is very important for us to progress and get better at this. Anytime that you trade stocks, you always want to trade in a group, in a team. You just build leverage, and I'm just really excited for people to actually kind of catch wind of what we're bringing to the table. I'm not one to gloat, but I really think that we do have, some of the best traders, in the entire market, and I think slowly but surely we will be noticed, and we're only going to get better. Okay, so I just want to really thank, the new guys, also the people putting out the information out there, sending out, you know, getting other people involved, getting people to actually see what we're bringing to the table. It's always good to keep that network going. And when you get a chance, put in a testimonial. It really helps. Writing, some information on the mobile app. Giving some good reviews. Even if you want to give in a bad review, it gives us an opportunity to see what the people are lacking, or what people are don't like about the website. So constructive criticism is important. Okay, and we got a good team here at Radio Silent Play. We got our web technicians. We have our app developers. They always want to know what we're doing wrong, and how we can fix things. So we want traders to to be a little bit more involved. Okay. Right now I think we have like about 180 downloads for the mobile app, so that's good, but we can only get better. So if we do hit a milestone, then we're gonna progress and come out with the Apple iOS. All right. But the only way we're gonna bring out the Apple iOS is if we actually get more people downloading the mobile app. And right now, the mobile app now is offered for free members to get free alerts, and also look at the market overview, and also the buy and hold. Okay, so I just want traders to kind of get the word out. You don't necessarily have to post all the time. But just if how do you guys kind of look at the markets? You could always put our name out there, and also putting out some decent reviews. And be honest, okay? Because it's all about integrity here. The integrity takes us a long way. If we're doing something wrong, we want to know what we're doing wrong so we could improve on it. Okay, so with that said, I just want to thank everybody, all the old members, loyal support, and also the new guys coming out and trying us out. Okay, so let's move on. I'm gonna go over some of the things that we actually did for this week. It was a pretty good week. I think it was a really strong week for us. Overall on options, small caps, and also in the OTC. All right. Looking at the SPY. Okay. This is pretty small, but let me know if you guys can see the levels here on the SPY. Okay, the SPY right now is kind of testing this 2430 level. So I want you guys to actually look at and write that down. For you option traders, that's your key level of support. Okay, this is what I call pretty much a parallel uptrend. These are lines of symmetry that I want you guys to understand. Whenever you see this type of a pattern, this is a pattern that's happening since December. Okay, so this pattern has been holding since December, and right now we're in March. Okay, I don't see this breaking down from this level yet. Okay, right now we're holding a strong uptrend. Okay, you start hearing, the perma bears, and you start listening to the hype on CNBC. We don't care about that. We're just worried about the 20430 level. That's it. You're going to write that level down. We tested the 20430. We hit 20412. Okay. And then if you notice, the market's propped up and jumped and rallied. Okay. Into that 205 close to 206 level. Okay, I gave an entry at 207, but it kind of did not hold that level. Okay, so we closed below 206 two times, which caused us to stop out. But now we're looking to re-enter the SPY. Okay, and right now the SPY, okay, support that we're looking to buy into is that 204.30 to 205. Okay, if it does, I do think that we're going to test this potential 210 level. That's that 210 level. And if it does not hold above 204, then we're going to stop out of that stock on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, so what we're looking at is a 3-bar drop. 1, 2, 3. Usually after the third drop, you get a nice little bounce. We're heading into a little bit of resistance here at the 20 and the 50-day moving average. I still think that we're going to test that 212 level, this top of this uptrend channel. Okay, so I want traders to write that down. For you option traders, you can scalp. Okay, if you want to go weekly calls, just wait for that kiss of that 204.30 level. You can buy that 204.30 and you can buy the strike to 207. Okay, for a nice quick scalp. Okay, last week, okay, I mentioned the TLT, which is the 20-year treasury bonds. Okay, we were looking at this bear flag. If you guys don't know what a bear flag is, it's pretty much a reverse flag. Okay, it's an upside down flag. And we were talking about this 132 level being a key level of resistance. So we put the TLT 131.70 to 132. Okay, that collapsed a little and then tested at 129.50 level. Now since then, it has bounced. But this isn't going to be bullish until it closes above 133.50. Okay, so if the TLT closes above 133 on 2 consecutive closes, that's when you're going to get out. Okay, so I want traders to keep that in mind. All right, for any traders looking at the TLT, okay, you may want to add, okay, if it gets down to 128.40 for a bounce, because it's going to probably keep on trading in this pattern for a little bit until it either breaks below 128.40 or breaks above 133. So you have two things that you can do here. Okay, you can either wait for that 133.50 to short it down here to the 129, or you can wait for a 133 break on 2 consecutive closes, and then you'll see a close, okay, or a potential move to 136, 139, okay? Okay, hold on. So radio silent play seminar, can't see anything. Okay, so right now you guys cannot see the page. Okay. Okay, so you guys can see the page now? Now you guys can see the page. Okay, great. Okay, so let's go over that screen on. So okay, so I'm just gonna go over the SPY real quick. What we're looking at on the SPY is that 204.30. Okay, that 204.30 level is a level that I want you guys to pencil in. That 204.30 kiss is gonna be that entry point on the SPY. If you notice here, okay, this is what I call an uptrend channel. Anytime when you can use these lines of symmetry, what you want to do is look for parallel lines. This stock or this S&P 500 ETF has been holding this trend since December. I don't see this breaking down anytime soon. Here, okay, is any potential move or this test of this kiss of the 204 level, that's a buy. It usually means kissing the trend goodbye. Okay, so if you're looking at this, the only way this is going to break down is if it closes below 204 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, so right now, if you look at this, you have a 1, 2, 3, 3-bar drop. Usually you get a bounce after that. So what I want traders to do is, option traders, if you're looking for the weekly calls, just wait for that kiss of that 204.30 level. If it kisses 204, it goes down to 204, 204.12, you can grab a starter, or you can start accumulating during that 204 or between 204 and 205. Okay, you may have some weakness into the markets on a Monday. Okay, but I want you guys to understand that this is the bottom of this channel since December. So this will likely hold. Okay, if the ETF, okay, or the SPY closes below 204 on 2 consecutive closes, that means that there's a breakdown in the trend. Right now, I don't see that happening. But again, you always want to write down the close, okay, at the end of the day, okay? So the setup here is an entry at 204, kiss of that 204.30, maybe 204.12, 10, up to 205, and our target potential is going to be 210. Okay, that stop close is going to be a close below 204 on 2 consecutive closes. Meaning, if you buy the SPY contracts or calls up to 210, your stop close is going to be 204. Now, a little discussion about how you pick your contracts. You can either pick in the money, okay, that which is going to be 204 if you're buying at 204, or you can buy it at the money. Okay, let's say if the stock is at 204, then you buy it maybe $1 higher. Okay, when you start buying out of the money, it's a lot cheaper, but it's harder for those contracts to be deemed worth something until it hits that level. So don't, jump and try to buy the 210 calls and have weeklies, because that's going to be a really, really risky trade. Because I want traders to understand that. So this is what I call the lines of symmetry. Okay, this is a pattern trade here. Okay, this stock is trading in this channel here since December, and it has not broken. It kissed it here, kissed it here, kissed it here, kissed it here, and now it's kissing it here. Okay, so I want traders to understand this channel is still in a bullish trend. Okay, now heading down to the TLT, I gave this out last week. The entry was 131 to 132. It kissed it, but never broke above it. So it kissed the level. Okay, kissed it goodbye. Now I expect this 128.40 to test. Okay, you can either trade this, okay, up to this uptrend channel. Okay, if it closes above 133 2 times, okay, then you'll likely test this 136, 138 level. If it breaks below this 128 level, okay, if it breaks below 128, then you're going to test this 126 and this potential 123 again. Okay, so that's for that TLT, and the TLT is the 20-year treasuries, and if you want to buy the inverse of the TLT, it's called the TBT. Okay, so that's the TBT is inverse to the TLT. All right, so I want traders to understand that. Inverse means that if the TLT goes down, the TBT goes up. Okay. Okay, we looked at the gold short. The gold short did really good for us. It tested this bottom of the trend channel. I was talking about this downward trend channel. I expected it to bounce. We were looking at that 108.70 key support. It tested this 109 level, and then it just bounced. Okay, now it's looking for a test of 119. I'm thinking any pullback down to this 110 level would be another buying opportunity. I will talk about that later on in the charts. Another one is the IWM. It's also holding an uptrend channel. You see this, the path of least resistance. Okay, we're looking at this 120.70 level to 121.30. I do expect this to test 125 in the not so distant future. So watch the IWM. Remember, we are still in a bullish trend. Okay, and we were talking about the USO right now. The USO tried to break this downward trend channel. It couldn't. Okay, so any test of this 1790 or 18 level will be a shorting opportunity. I do think that it may test this, but may break down. Okay, so you had a failed signal here on the USO. It's still bearish. Okay, it was a nice move off this 1550, which we gave to members. It bounced right off of it, hit that high of 18. Okay, but since then it hasn't been able to close. So I want traders to keep an eye on the USO. Okay, any move or a break above 18 on 2 consecutive closes, then we may test that 1920 level. Okay, but for now, okay, right now it's still in that bearish downward trend. Okay, so I want traders to keep an eye on that. We also do small caps. The EXXI triggered at 367, then it rallied up to 427. Whenever you're trading these small caps, you want to put a little bit more money into these stocks because they may go up 10%, 15%, 20%. Okay, the MDR trade, a stock that we gave out in February. Okay, and this stock has since then rallied. It hit a high of up to $3.91. So that was a nice move on on. Guys still in a pattern here. Gave us an opportunity to enter at 13. Then it hit a high of 22. Okay. A couple other stocks. ANSI gave an opportunity to enter at 70 cents, and then it hit a high of 87. Still in this channel here. I wouldn't try to buy this now. This could test this 50-day moving average here at 66. Okay, it already made that move. So now what you want to see is maybe a potential put a entry here. If you see that it keeps on posting higher lows. But what I don't like here was this topping tail at the end Friday. I didn't like how this tested that high of 84, and then we closed near the low of the day. I don't like that move here. So those in ANSI, hopefully you guys lock profits. The NETE, okay, you had this big engulfing candle here. It still was a nice trade here from a trigger at $1.10, hit a high of $1.42. But now we got to take into consideration we had this bearish engulfing candle. So it was still a nice trade. Okay, it bounced off those levels. Now you want to just make sure that holds that $1.10 level. Those in, if you didn't profit, just move your stops up to or down to $1.10. 2 closes below $1.10 would make us stop out of that trade. Okay, the AKS still continues. I think the AKS was a beautiful trade. Okay, that triggered at $3.86, and then since then it hit a high of $4.50. I think it was a really good trade. I think this stock will eventually be trading at $6. Okay, so watch any pullback. If it comes down to this $4 range, I think it's going to be a good buy zone for the AKS. Okay, NQ, I still think that the stock used to trade at $21. Okay, we had an opportunity to buy it at as low as $3.42. I still think this is a bullish pattern here, bullish consolidation. It's trying to break above this. It did break above this level last week. So now watch a confirmation above. If it does, I think we'll test this $4.80 range and potentially move up to $6. This is a stock that used to trade at $21. So I want traders to make sure that they pay attention to the NQ. I think that's a good long opportunity. The BLRX, another one, it posted this bearish topping tail, so this is a concern, but it still gave an opportunity to enter at $1.85, hit a high of $2.45, close to 40%. It was a nice move, but now this topping tail scares me for the week. Okay, this is a weekly chart, so I want traders to bear in mind. If it does pull back, I like that $1.70 entry for those traders that didn't buy this stock. I posted a video here. BRWC, I think I sent out an email. Okay, I think that we see a breakout next week. You had a nice close on the BRWC. It hit a high of 14. What we're looking for is that close above 17. So write that on your paper, those that are in. 2 closes above 0.0017. Then our next test will be 24 and a potential move to that 0.0045. Now on the weekly chart, okay, on the weekly chart, on the BRWC, the stock trades from 0.0045 to 0.03 cents. Okay, so if it gets to 0.0045, I always say return to the scene of the crime. When it gets to that level, okay, you will see some consolidation and a potential move break past penny. Okay, so I want traders to write that down. A break of 0.0017, that will become new support, and then potential test of that 0.0024. Okay, so I want traders to keep an eye on that. All right, the GQ, okay, it was 2 nice moves. It went from 0.0023, hit a high of 0.006, pulled back. Then it gave an opportunity to enter at 0.0024. Then a rally hit a high of 0.0068. Now it's right back at that buy zone. Now if this closes below this 0.0024 level on 2 consecutive closes, it will lose that trend. I still think that these guys will post some news. We had a nice AK filing saying that or stating that debt was paid. It's a low share structure stock. I still feel that this stock has that potential to potentially test this 0.023 level. this 100-day moving average at some point. Okay, ERHE did trigger. Okay, gave us an opportunity to enter at 0.001, hit a high of 17. Okay, could not break that 17 level, so now it's consolidating. Look for those higher lows. Okay, our pivot break is going to be 0.0019. If it does break above that, it could see a higher. If it doesn't, it may break below 0.001. So those that are in, okay, ensure that you have a stop. Okay, traders that trade with us understand what we mean by a stop close below a certain level on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, I have an article there that states how we stop out. Okay, we don't do automatic stops. We actually post manual stops, and we look at the close at the end of the day. So if the stock closes below 0.001, okay, on 2 consecutive closes, okay, you want to stop out of that trade, because now you may go down to 50 to 61% retrace from that 0.001. Nobody wants to lose 50% on the stock. So I want traders to understand that concept. Okay. Triggered at 0.001. Okay, that was given out via SMS and apps, and that stock rallied, hit a high of 0.0048. Okay, then it pulled back to that re-entry at 14. Now it tested 24. What I'm looking at here is we want to see this break of this 23 level. Okay, we're seeing higher lows, but at the same time, you had a bit of a topping tail here. It did recover here on Friday, but I still want to see a confirmation close above that 30-37 level. If it does, this could see 0.008. Okay, so those trading the drink, just make sure that you have your stop close below 0.001 on 2 consecutive closes if it does get back there. If you start seeing some panic, just do the rinse and repeat. Place your bids down between 0.0012 to 0.0015. Or if you want to go probability, if it gets down to 0.001 to 0.0013, you can do that as well. You want to be patient with these stocks. Don't force trades. Let these stocks come to you, okay? Trading OTC stocks, I always mention, okay, is like buying Nike sneakers. There's always going to be another pair. So you don't want to force any trades. I don't care who's tweeting it. I don't care we got so many plays that you guys can pick from that you don't have to force a trade and then be in a trade that's a losing trade. Okay, so I want to trade and MGON was a beautiful trade. It did trigger at 0.001. Okay, and ended up hitting a nice high at 0.01. Okay, gave an initial rally to 0.0045, and then it rallied up to 0.01 the next day. Now, I got a couple of charts. I will tell you where the re-entry levels are in that. I will tell you that shortly. Okay, MDCN, another stock that rallied. Okay, we gave that 12 to 15, and it pulled back on us. Then it went to that probability trade that I told members from 9 to 11. Gave us an opportunity to add right here at this bottom. And then before you know it, she went close to 5,000-6,000%. I don't know if some traders held it that long, but still, it was just a good trade and just shows the potential of what these stocks can do. Sometimes holding free shares at 50, 100,000 shares could take you miles away. So this is something that you have to understand, and the opportunity here. TDP, another stock, okay, rallied. It hit a high of this 0.003 level. Since then, it's pulled back. You don't want to ever see a stock hit a double bottom. I hear some people sometimes saying triple bottom. There's really no such thing as a triple bottom. I mean, if that stock does a double bottom and then gets down to that triple bottom, like traders say, it's usually because it's going to break that bottom and hit a new low. So you don't want to see these stocks hit triple bottoms, okay? I know I hear that a lot of times. They say triple bottom. I don't want a triple bottom. I want a double bottom. I want to see a bounce, and I want to see a continuation. If that stock gets down to that level again, guess what? The traders that bought it on that double bottom are not going to want to buy that at that double bottom again, because now it's getting down there again. Okay, this is all about confidence, and it's all by psychology. I want traders to understand that. Okay. All right, so PGCX, I still think this is a good buy zone in the PGCX. It hasn't broken down really. Just keep an eye on it. Okay, even if it gets down to these levels, down to like 6, 7, sometimes buying these stocks and holding them into longer periods can bode well. Again, once they trade at 0005, they become lotto. So I want traders to understand that. All right. If you get in at 8, you don't want to be selling at 0005. Okay. Because this is about managing risk. Okay. This is not being about hoping. You're not going to sleep at night and praying that this stock go up. Okay. We're not trying to do that here. Okay. So now I'm going to move over to the option. Okay. I apologize for some of you guys. I know you guys, some of you guys are not used to going through these webinars and stuff. They can be a little bit the bread and butter. This is how you make your money. So, I'd rather be bored and patient learning about what we do here, because everything here is systematic and there's a reason to our madness. Okay. So I want traders to kind of like soak up this information. Okay. That KSU, Kansas City Southern Corp. Okay. If you see, this is an energy company. Energy companies have been getting beaten down. But when they get beaten down, I'm a contrarian. I'm a buyer. Okay. So I pulled up this weekly chart here on the KSU, and I'm looking at this pivot low here, this pivot low here, and then this pivot low here. And it touched that right here. It kissed it at that 102 level, and then it bounced and closed at 102.96. Now, if this stock closes below 102 2 times, you get out. Okay, tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to look at what the contracts are doing. We want to see if those contracts have a high delta and if there's a reason for us to buy this. I don't know. I looked at this chart and it just triggered on one of my things and my indicators here. I will talk about some of the secret indicators that I got, but this pulse fired here. And what I'm looking at here is this pivot low here, pivot low 2, pivot low 3. If I can get this with a kiss of 100 to 102, I'm going to buy it. If you guys want to enter a little bit here, you can. Just make sure you have your tight stops. I'll probably go a longer term. Okay, longer term, long play, according to what the delta is telling me. So if it goes, if I see contracts for May, or June, July, I'm going to look at them. But this is a stock that I think that will, move higher in the weeks to come. So just keep an eye on it. Right now, if you look at the daily chart, it is a little beat down, and there's going to be some uncertainty. But the weekly chart is telling, this pivot 1, pivot 2, and pivot 3. If it does break below this, then we get out with a small loss. Okay, it's holding this nice channel. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3 bar drop, then you got a little bit of a bullish reversal. I think if this can get down to 108.30, 109, it's an essential trade. If you want to take a little bit here at the 110, 109 level, okay, you can do so. I still think that we're going to test this upper channel here. Okay, it's in a nice channel. If you see here, I talked about before, when the Bollinger Bands get in between the Keltner channels, you usually have a nice little bounce. And if you look here, okay, you had a nice little bounce here when these Keltner channels kind of spread out, and then these Bollinger Bands snuck in there. Now, the Bollinger Bands are the blue lines here, and the Keltner channels are these pinkish lines. I'm gonna give you guys parameters too. I'm gonna tell you guys where you can put your Bollinger Bands and how you can set your indicators. I mean, this is what I use. So, but I think that this may be a nice pullback here on the CLX. If it gets down to this channel, we'll trade it up higher. So my CLX, if I optimum, okay, these are just reference points. 108.30 to 109 would be my entry. My target 1 would be 110.10. Okay, my target 2 would be 111, and my potential target is at 112 high of Clorox. So my stop close is going to be a close below 107.40 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, so I want traders to understand that. Any questions on what we just covered and what Bollinger Bands and the Keltner channels are? Whenever I get these Keltner channels, okay, or the Bollinger Bands trading in between these Keltner channels, it actually, I call it a trigger pulse. Okay, a trigger pulse meaning that it usually gives the opportunity for the stock to go higher. Now, if the Bollinger Bands get out, get out of the Keltner channels, usually you have a little bit of a drop. See how the Bollinger Bands kind of like broke down, and then you had a little bit of a drop on the CLX. So I want just traders to kind of like look at that and just keep that in mind. So if you guys, the CL, okay, the Colgate right now is holding a nice trend right now. A little bit of a bear flag here. If you want to kind of look at it, it's a little bit of a bear flag, but it is holding this 68.70 level. I usually use the moving averages, 8-day moving average and the 21-day moving average to actually enter the entry. So I'm looking at this 67.70 to 68.40, okay, to trigger calls. My target 1 is going to be 69.20. My target 2 is going to be a target of 70.30, and a potential move would be up to 71. So you guys can look at the contracts, see which ones garner a little bit more interest. I think this $70 contract will be good. My stop close is going to be a close below 66.90 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, 66.90. What I looked at was the weekly chart, and that was the support it had on the weekly chart. So that's the where I got the number 66.90. So I want Colgate to hold above 66.90. Okay. The next one I mentioned was the SPY. We're looking at the 204.30. Any kiss of that level will be a nice buying opportunity. If it does close below 204 2 times, okay, we're out of the trade. But right now, like I said, we're holding a nice uptrend channel. Okay, like I said, the path of least resistance, lines of symmetry. Okay, we're talking about price pattern and time. I think that we'll test this 204 level and then potentially retest this 212 level. Okay, so just watch the SPY. Our target 1 is going to be 206.10. Target 2 is going to be 207.40, and a potential move is to 210 to 212. Stop close is going to be a close below 204 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, the IWM is still in a bullish pattern, like I said. Okay, it's still holding this this parallel channel. Okay, we're looking for any test of this 120.70. Okay, we'll trigger 121.30. You can grab a starter. Target 1 is going to be 123. Target 2 is going to be 124. I still think that we'll test this upper channel. But again, if this stock closes below 119.70 2 times, this dotted line here, then it's a breakdown, and we may test this 116 level. Okay, so just keep an eye on that IWM. The next one is 3D Systems. Okay, DDD. Okay, it's been beaten down. I looked at the weekly chart. You got a little bit of a support here. If you look, you had a little bit of a bullish reversal. Never closed below it. Now it's holding it. So look at that 25.90. Okay, 25.90 level to hold. If it pulls back to 25 or kisses 26 level, I think that'll be a good buying opportunity. I think the stock will eventually hit that 36 level again. Target 1 is going to be 30. Target 2 is going to be 32. You can go a little bit longer on these calls, maybe May, July. Okay, so that target 1 is going to be 30. Target 2 is going to be 32. Eventually, I think this stock can hit this 36 level. Okay, Amazon, this is what I call a bull flag pattern. This is a bull flag. Okay, it looks like a flag pattern. It's holding this little bit of a consolidation. Any pullback down to 364, 365.70 is a good buying opportunity for this 405 test. Okay, so my target 1 is going to be 380 from that level. Target 2 is going to be 388, and a potential target of $400 to $405. Our stop close is going to be a close below 360 on 2 consecutive closes. So if it closes below 360 2 times, then we're going to look for this 340 mark. Okay, so I want traders to keep that level right. Write it down, 360. Okay, so it has to hold above 360. If it closes below 360 2 times, watch out. It's going to test at 340. If it breaks above 380 2 times, I expect the 400 to 405 level. This is a flag pattern, so it is bullish. So the likelihood of this hitting 405, maybe even breaking to higher highs, okay, is likely. So keep an eye on the Amazon trade. The contracts are going to be a little bit more expensive, so you may go weekly calls on this, okay? They are a little riskier. I really like the GoPro. I know one of the guys was telling me that it may go lower. I think this is going to hit 50, okay? You got the Bollinger Bands trading in between these Keltners, or they're about to trade into the Keltner channel. So any pullback down to this $40.60 range would be a nice buying opportunity. 40.60 to 42.30 is your price range. You can grab a starter here at 42.30 if it gets there. My target 1 is going to be 44. Target 2 is going to be 45. Potential target is 50. This thing used to trade at 85.90, okay, when that IPO came out. So I do think that we will come back and we will test it. If you guys don't forget Twitter, just look at Twitter. IPO came out really expensive, collapsed, and now look what it's doing. So GoPro is a buy opportunity for the GoPro. Guys that want to invest, I think it's a good buy opportunity for the GoPro as well. Okay, Apple. If you look at Apple right now, you're holding a nice flag pattern here. Okay, a flag pattern. Any pullback down to this 120.55, I think is going to be a nice buy zone if it gets there. If it doesn't, then you can kiss it or add some at 123. I think this will end up testing this 130 level again. So my potential targets on Apple is 130 to 133. My stop close is going to be a close below 120 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Any questions on any other options that or setups that we've just mentioned? When these options, okay, they trigger or a price target or range enters, what I usually do is I send an SMS or a mobile app. I'm sorry, I usually send the mobile app more, and I post it on RSP Premium Twitter. So I just want traders to understand, or the new traders, okay, traders that are trading options, if these things trigger, okay, it'll usually be sent out via mobile app. I'll post it on the group me chat with the chart, and I'll post what contracts we actually got into. Okay, so I want traders to understand that. If you're not following RSP Premium Twitter, I want you to make sure that you send me a request. Okay, now moving on to small caps. I know you guys are looking forward to the small caps. Not many small cap traders here. We had a nice move on the OTIV, on track innovations. Okay, you had a nice move now. Now what I'm looking at, okay, is a retrace. Okay, I'm looking at a 50% retrace here, and this 20 and 50-day moving average, or that 21 moving average pullback. Okay, watch that $1.25 to $1.38. If it gets back down there, I do expect this stock to hit that potential target at $1.80 again. Okay, we can take some profit here at $1.50, another profit at $1.60, but I do think this is going to test that 180, 190 level. Okay, our stop close is going to be tight with a stop close below $1.20. Okay, so the OTIV move here. Okay, I think this is a start of that bull flag. Okay, this is the pull, and watch the consolidation here. I think that will come down here. Okay, and we'll test this $1.25 range. If it does, okay, I think it's going to be a good opportunity for us to actually start buying here at $1.25. Okay, this is another one. LIBE had a nice move, but what are we talking about here? Okay, this is a topping tail. We saw a high of $3.63, and then we closed near the low of the day at $3.24. So think about the people that bought here at $3.60. They're going to want to start selling. So any pullback or a kiss of $3, it's a buy opportunity. Okay, what do we say? We're talking about the path of least resistance, right? Okay, so what we're looking at is this pivot low here is connecting to these pivot lows and has never broken below it. Okay, so if you noticed here, you had a nice move up here to $4.20. Then you had a lower high here at $4. I do think that there's going to be some resistance, but at the same time, I think we're going to see a nice bounce from this level. My potential move here is going to be a potential test of that $4. Okay, $4, a little bit lower than this. What we want to see this is break above this $4.20 level to see it move higher. I just still think that this stock, is setting something up over here. Okay, the CLF. Okay, the CLF's got a mini bull flag here, $4.30 to $4.55. If it gets there, my target 1 is going to be $4.90, and my target 2 is going to be $5.20. Ultimately, I think that we can see $6.50. Okay, Cliffs Natural Resources. Right now, if you look, GLD and the SLV are bouncing, so the metals markets are bouncing. I think this stock is setting itself up to make a nice little W pattern. So just keep the CLF on watch. Okay, so those are your 3 questions on the small caps. Any questions on the small caps? Okay, no questions on the small we're not just jumping into these stocks, waiting for these bad boys to come down to us. Okay, that's how we trade these levels. Okay, sometimes if it comes down there, maybe it may not test that 125 level. Maybe we'll grab some at 140. If we see a huge bid or we see some buys coming in at 139, 140, then we'll buy it at 140. Okay, but I want traders to understand that these are just reference points. Okay, these are the points that I really, really like for us to get. Okay, and you can ask anybody on RSP. Usually they hit. Okay. Okay, now we're going to move on to the weekly watch list. Okay, the weekly watch list here for the OTC. I know a lot of guys are excited on the OTCs and really like to trade the OTC stocks. Okay, these are noticed bullish reversal candles last week. Okay, I was looking at them. We were looking for potential bottoms. Sometimes you call these falling knife stocks. Okay, sometimes I just don't like sending them out because you don't know whether it's posting that bottom. Okay, so IEEC is India E-Commerce Corp. Okay, closed at 0.006. The stock posted a bullish reversal candle from the sell down to 0.0025. So that's our low right now, 0.0025. The latest trend is the low share structure stocks. Now, what do I mean by that? If you notice, a lot of newsletters, a lot of people are looking at these low share structure stocks. You see a lot of tweets going on. You saw MDCN. You saw stocks like MJMD. A lot of these post-reverse stock splits that were beaten down, they're the ones that are showing and moving higher. So I want traders to understand that concept. Okay. So the latest trend is the low share structure stocks being down last week. We saw MDCN, MJMD, and others post-reverse stock split stocks. So keep an eye on this stock. Recent news as of March 4th, 2015. Okay, so India Commerce Corporation and Jeffrey Martin Global Media LLC, Unknown Me TV, has officially launched to approximately 3 million cable subscribers in Chicago, Illinois, San Francisco, California, and Seattle. Okay, Washington Crossing's TV channel, Unknown Me TV, is part of an Unknown Me joint venture between India E-Commerce Corporation and Jeffrey Martin Global. So that's some news. So this is active. Okay, IEEC buy zones right now is any pullback or any re-entry around this level. Okay, if you remember the BSGC, it did a similar move, and then we saw a nice move to 24 from that 0.0013 level. Okay, so this could see a nice rounded bottom here. Okay, a nice rounded bottom and a potential test of that 0.001. If you guys can buy it between 0.003 to 0.005, depending on what the level 2 is showing, I think that we can break this pivot of 0.0085 and test this 0.01 to 0.015 level. So I want traders to understand that this may be light on both sides. So just be very, very diligent on watching the level 2 on this one. Okay. So our shares outstanding right now are 28.4 million, which are not much. And our authorized shares are 75 million. So it's not much. But these have been updated since March 31st, 2012. So I don't know if these. Okay. So bullish reversal candle. That's one signal. You got your buy zones from 0.003 to 0.005. You got a pivot of 0.0085, meaning that you want 2 closes above 0.0085, and you're looking at a stop close below 0.0032 times. So this is a bit of a risky trade. So I want traders to understand that. So just watch the level 2, see where that support is. If you don't see that much support, then what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, so this is LVVV. Okay, this is Ergogenics Company. 0.0027 was the close. Okay, you got a little bit of a bullish reversal candle. Okay, so you saw a low here. Okay, of I believe it was a 17 or 26. Let me just look at this. Okay, so you had a low here at 0.002, so that was your low. Okay, and then we ended up closing here at 0.003. So any move or retest of that 0.002 to 25 will be a nice entry. Okay, but again, it all depends on what the level 2 is showing. Okay, so I want traders to keep an eye on that level 2. Our stop close is going to be a close below 0.002 on 2 consecutive closes. Why? Because if this closes below 0.002, that means that that support never held. Okay, usually when a stock, okay, breaks a certain support level or a certain floor, you'll usually see a 50 to 61% retrace level. So if this thing breaks below 0.002, you may see a new bottom at 12 and 15, and that's not even a guarantee. So I want traders to keep an eye on the support level here on the LVVV. Okay, so I want traders to watch the level 2. If you can enter, and if you see a nice bid support at 0.002 to 25, then you can look for your starter. Okay, you got a market value of 414,000 as of March 27, 2015. Okay, you got outstanding shares here at 154 million as of November 10, 2014, and you have a live flow here of 70 million, September 5th, 2014. Okay, I don't know if they've raised it. I don't know what was the reason for the big drop, but if we look here, okay, you're in oversold conditions here at 28.50. So this is a stock you want to kind of look at. Okay. And if it does bounce, then watch that 0.004, which is the 20-day moving average, and this 50-day moving average at 0.006. Okay. Next stock is VDRM. Okay, the stock was mentioned last week on the GroupMe chat. On the bottom watch, traded from 0.005 to 0.01, which gave traders an opportunity for 100%. Posting a topping tail. Okay, this is what I call a topping tail. You saw a high of 0.01. Okay, it closed 50% from its high at 0.004. Now what we're looking for is the double bottom. Okay, now look, this is your bottom here at 0.0033. You may get a nice double bottom here and then a bounce. Okay, but if it closes below 0.0033, okay, watch for that 50% retrace. Okay, it's all dependent on what kind of a support you have. I will monitor the support for you guys tomorrow on GroupMe chat. I will have these on level 2, but at the same time, you guys want to place your bids at a kiss of 0.33, 0.0033, you can do that, okay? So the stock mentioned last week on the bottom was traded from 0.005 to 0.01 for 100%. Posted a topping tail, but could see a double bottom scalp bounce. So watch that kiss of that 32 level. If it does, okay, may test that 0.005 to 0.007. Retest those levels and some bottom consolidation before a rally. Stay tight because if this breaks below that 0.003, you could see a 50 to 61% retrace level down to 12 to 15. So just watch the bid support range and the low share structure. So it may have stagnant volume. Stagnant volume means that there may not be that much volume. Okay. Okay, this is a stock that we trade for at the probability zones. Okay, TUNG. Okay, Tungsten Corp. Okay, it's trading at 0.0013. This is a stock that we have traded before and had it at the buy zones from 0009 to 11. Okay, probability trade levels. Okay, it triggered and tested that 17 high. Okay, now the Bollinger Bands are tightening and inside the Kellner channels. Watch for that channel to break as mentioned before. These stocks tend to rinse and repeat. Previous rally was from 0008, okay, 0008 here, okay, back in December, and it hit a high of 0.0034. Now watch that 10 to 13 levels and keep attention on the level 2 support and ask levels. If the stock breaks above 17 2 times, you could retest and potentially break that 0.0034 previous pivot high. Okay, so what we're looking here for is a potential entry here. You got a little bit of a wedge here, okay, and you're looking to break this high. Okay, this is called a pivot previous high, which is 17. Once you close above this on 2 consecutive closes, you may test this 0.003, 0.0034 level. Okay, so I want traders to keep an eye on this. Okay, so this is something that we're looking at here on the TUNG. Okay, CMG This is a stock that I've noticed has been getting a strong bid at 18. I've been really monitoring this, like I was monitoring MJMD. Okay, the CMGO right now, I'm noticing bids coming in at 18, 20, and 23. Okay, it ended up closing at 23, but it hit a high of 28 or 30, I believe. Okay, so this stock, if you can buy it from 18 to 25, may be a good buy zone for potential move up to that gap fill here. This gap fill is about 0.0065. Okay, so a little brief explanation. CMG Holdings Group, 0.0023. The stock is holding that 18 master level. Notice some consolidation accumulation at 18 to 23. Watch for that potential bid support buy pressure, and any entry the low share structure stocks have been the trend, like we posted last time. These have been the trend as of late. So keep an eye on the stock for any bid buy pressure. Could break 0.0033 and then eventually see that 0.006 to 0.007 gap fill level. Okay, so our CMGO 18 to 25 are the buy zones. Pivot is at 33. Stop close below 18 two times. Then you'll have your next support at 12.13. Okay, this is your share structure. Outstanding shares 280 million as of February 3rd. 2014. Float is just 215 million. Authorized shares just 450 million. Okay, this is a couple of long stocks that I posted. The DMHI, I posted a video that they actually went on iHeartRadio, big radio network. I think they had like some kind of awards too, music awards. The DMHI right now is trading at 0.0023, bounced off that 10 15 range, which was the buy zones that were given before. Now the stock closed above that key level resistance at 18, closed at 23. Watch for this stock to close above 18 tomorrow, Monday. If it does close above 18, okay, if it does close above 18, I'm looking for that 0.005 to 0.007 retest. Okay, so now watch for that second day confirmation close above 18. We closed at 23 near the high of the day. Okay, so if this does or could see 0.0073 on a retest of the previous high, the stock tends to have a strong support at 12 to 15 range. If you guys want to look to bid 12 to 15, you can. Okay, there was increasing bids the other day. Okay, watching the support increase and volume along with the close of the day, the stock was extremely bullish. Could be ready for release news or any updates. This is a healthcare company in a $1 billion sector. Okay, so this is a $1 billion sector. Okay, these guys are working on Android and Apple iOS, and this could be a long potential play near its 52-week lows. Okay, this is a pattern trade. DMHI 14 to 18 could be the buy zones. If you look here, you had a huge, volume reversal on the DMHI, a huge volume reversal here. Okay, and now any pullback down to this 20 or this 50-day moving average, 14 to 18 is a good buy zone. Potential move could be up here to 0.005. Okay, so I think I got a chart here that I want you guys to kind of look at. Okay, so right now we're seeing posting higher lows. Okay, you saw MACD cross up. You see the accumulation and distribution here pop up. You got the CMF chalking money flow popping up. You have an RSI, okay, hitting above 50. Okay, and if you look at here, this pivot high to this pivot high, this target 0.005 is going to be our resistance. If we break above that, it's a clear sailing up here to 0.05 cents. Okay, this is a low share structure stock. I do think this stock has a lot of potential. Okay, the shares outstanding is 290 million as of April 11, 2014. Okay, if you look at here, everything's curling up. Indicators, last move here. Okay, you saw a huge move here from this 0.002 level up to this 5 cent level. Okay, so you got plenty of room. And like I said, these low share structure stocks have been rallying as of late. So you want to keep an eye on the DMHI. Okay, the big BIGG, Big Tree Group Inc., 0.0085. It's trading in this wedge pattern. If you see here, you got two positive days closed above 0.0088 level. Now look for this confirmation. Okay, last week saw some volume off that long consolidation and trend line. Now in the triangle pattern, and annual revenues are due out soon. Could break that 0.009 pivot. This is a toy distributor with actual product and revenues. With the latest volume last few trading days, could see a reversal rally. Keep an eye on the level 2 buy pressure and bid support. This is a low volume stock and can take some time, but just watch the level 2 on bid. These low share structure stocks have been the trend as of late, but just be patient and watch the levels. Okay, authorized shares is just 200 million. Outstanding shares are around 70 million. So there's not many shares out there. BIGG 0.0053 to 0.007. Pivot is going to be a pivot close above 0.0092 times. Stop close is a close below 0.0052 times. Okay, just make sure you stick to those levels. Okay, so that's pretty much the OTCs. Some of the ones that I actually had on there is the BRWC. Okay, it's another candidate. We actually put it on last week. It's still doing well. Gave an opportunity to trigger from 8 to 10 level last week. So traders that bought that could have sold 13, 14 for 30, 40%. But I do believe this stock has more potential room. Okay, like I said, the stock has traded from 0.0045 to 0.03 on two separate occasions. Another one is SHOM. Okay, did give an opportunity to enter at 10, hit a high of that 16 level. Since then, it's pulled back, still consolidating here. I still think this is a good buy zone for the SHOM, low share structure stock. Okay, any close below 0.001 or 0008, I put on 2 consecutive closes, then we'll stop out. Okay, the SLIO, okay, is holding this this channel here. Okay, it did kiss it, which gave a good opportunity to enter at a low of 8, and then we closed at 11. Okay, so watch the 17 break. If it closes above 16 on 2 consecutive closes, okay, I think that this could push higher. Okay, and that's the SLIO. The GQ, I still feel confident. It is holding this uptrend channel. If it closes below this 0.0024 level, then we're going to stop out. But right now, it is holding above channels. So the GQ is still holding above levels. SMVR did break down. Okay, so traders that are holding the SMVR, we were going long on it. It did a nice move. This has been an ATM stock, but now since then has broken down. So watch this 0.0031 level for support. If it breaks below 0.003, okay, we may test the 17 level again. So I want traders to keep an eye on the SMVR. If it does break below 0.0031, okay, then it's going to pull down. So just watch the level here on the SMVR. Okay, the MGON, okay, it's still in a little bit of a bullish pattern. It was a huge move, but now it's exhausted. Okay, so watch the re-entry level. If it pulls back to this 20, 50-day moving average, I'm looking at the 18 to 24 level on a buy zone. So if you guys want to bid or scale into this trade, I think that 18.24, if it kisses it, will be an opportunity to enter and probably trade it up to 0.005 break. Okay, that'll be a nice 100, 200% move. If it goes up to 0.01 again, even better. Okay, the MDCN, okay, had that huge move. Okay, but now I think that we may test that 0.004 to 55 level. Okay, I'm real cheap with these stocks. Using this fib retrace level, I'm looking at that 0.004 to 55 level. That's at 50 to 61% retrace level from the close. Okay, so I'm looking at that 0.004 to 55 for entry on the MDCN. IGEX, okay, this is a stock that it's hoping to hold at 23 level. If you close below 23, look for that 0.001 to 0.0012 entry. Okay, this is breaking down. This is one red drop. This is two red drop. I'm looking for that third red drop on the weekly chart. Okay, so I know some people were talking about this bouncing, but this looks like there's heavy selling, and I think that we may test that 0.001 level. You know, if you want to throw your bid in at 0.001 to 0.0013, scale in with a stop close at 10, you can do that. So just keep an eye on it. Another one that's kind of breaking down is Alchem, ALKM. I see people tweeting it. I see people telling traders to buy it. Now I'm gonna go on a limb right now, okay? 0.006 was that last support and it broke down. Okay. 50% retrace level from 0.006. I'm looking at that 0.003 level. 61%, I'm looking at that 0.002526 level. So I don't think this one's done going lower. I know the RSI is down at 24.53, but on the weekly chart, it still has a little room. So you go over here on the weekly, okay, it still has a little room here. You're at 34.75. I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of touches this line. So watch that 26, okay, to about 30, 25 to 30. If you want to throw your bid in there, throw your bid in there. If you want to grab some on the ask, you can do that, but don't go head first, okay? So I'm just giving you the somebody stole the MJMD from us last week. I was waiting for that to hit that 10 level, but somebody ended up tweeting it, and when I looked at I ended up buying a few shares of this, but I was looking for that probability for you guys. I think I should have just sent it out to you guys, but I do think there's a re-entry here on the MJMD. Look for that buy zone from 24 to 35. 24 to 35, I think it'll be a good one. If you want to put your bid at 38, I think we'll have a bullish flag pattern here set up. Okay, you had a nice high of 0.0098. You ended up closing at 0.0048, so it did kind of hold gains. But now watch for some panic here. If it goes up to or down higher low to 0.0038, 0.003524, I think it'll be a good opportunity to kind of scale into the trade. Okay, kiss of that 20 EMA on 50% retrace. That's what I'm looking at. My stop close is going to be a close below 24.0024 on 2 consecutive closes. My pivot break is going to be a close above 0.0048 Friday's close. Okay, DRNK. Okay, this was a nice move off that alert. Okay, it entered. We actually entered it from 0.001 to 0.0013. Hit a high of 48. Okay, couldn't hold that. It actually broke down, came back down to 14. Then it hit that high of 24. Okay, now what we're looking for is some consolidation and higher lows. If we can break above 37 on 2 consecutive closes, I think we'll see a test at that 0.007 level. So just keep an eye on the DRNK. And that's pretty much it. That's a lot of information, kind of quick, fast. Hopefully you guys are going to understand why and how we trade these levels. Okay, I know it is fairly new. I know it's a lot of information. I know I went a little quick, but like I said, this is something that we do a little differently than what other people are saying. And no, we're not flipping. Okay, we're just trading levels. Okay, we're looking for key breaks. We're looking at key supports holding. Okay, whenever you want to take on profit, that's completely up to you. So that's just completely up to what traders decide to enter the trade. LIBE. Okay, LIBE. You had a nice rally. Tested this 13 level, closed at 25 to 20-day moving average. Okay, bottom chart. LIBE, if it can get down here, okay, we can either do this. You can either look here for it to retest, okay, this top of this box pattern. Okay, if I'm trying to get this stock, I'll probably place my order here at 0.002. Okay, we'll look for that 2 consecutive closes above 25 on 2 consecutive closes. I think that this stock, if somebody's pushing it, okay, it moves. What do they have? 2 million volume. Let's check it out. Let's check out what it did. LIBE. Okay, so it's OTC current. Okay, we had a volume of 2 million, which wasn't that much. It trades pretty light. 52-week low is 13. So it did close at 25. It's 20-day moving average. So if you want to look at a retrace, look at that 0.002, maybe 15 to 20 buy zones. Okay, with a stop close below 15, 2 consecutive times. If you do manage to close above that, I wouldn't be surprised if you can test this level here. You got a little bit of a break here coming up. What you want to see is this break. Okay, of that 25 level. If it does close above 25 two times, I think we'll test this 0.004 level. Okay, and if it breaks above 4, then you got a nice reversal on your hand. So the LIBE, let's take a look at what kind of share structure it has. Looks like it trades 7,000 shares, outstanding shares as of January 13, 2015. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, it's a wind and turbine technology company. Okay, got a working website. That's pretty good. Okay, we got news. Copy 5th. This is a short. Okay, well, they had one February 18. Energy signs manufacturing agreement with Eastern Energy. Okay, LIBE is excited to announce that it has agreement with Eastern Energy Services. Okay, the agreement with Eastern Energy is company with. Right, so 2015, so that's pretty good. Okay, and if you look at their filings, pretty 2015, they posted their 10Qs, and you can look at it. So this one trades fairly well. So if you're in NAMS, pretty good entry there. And I think that pulling back here in this box pattern, okay, what you want to see is some higher lows here. And if you can close above 25 tomorrow, I think that you'll test that 44 level. So what we're looking for is a nice clean break of that 25. If you have some, tell your people or to look to place some bid support at 20. Okay, and if you can close above 25 two times, that'll signal a reversal and that break of that wedge. So break of that 25 two times, I think you'll test that 44 level. That's a nice little trade there. Okay, so if traders want to look at that LIBE, LIBE, okay, LIBE, what I'm going to look at is I'm going to look at this low right here. That's at 15 as I expected, 15 to 0.002. Okay, so my pivot is going to be a close above that 0.0025 two times. Okay, then that target could be that 0.0044 next level. And then if you stop, close below 15 two times. Okay, and then the next support is going to be that probability zone. All right, so that's what I think that this thing could do. Okay, if you want to place your bids here at 15 to 20. Okay, depending on level 2, pivot close is a close above that 25. You already got it. Okay, this is sort of like the DMHI play. Target would be at 44, would be that next level. Okay, your stop close would be a close below 15 two times. Then you would place your bids here at the 10 to 13 level with a stop close below 10. Okay, so thoughts on LIBE. So what do you think about that analysis there, NAMS? Was that pretty good, or you think that this thing's going to break out tomorrow? All right. It looks pretty good. You know, it just took about 2 million shares to go up there. I mean, it's a pretty thin stock. Traders that put some buy pressure on this thing could hit 44, maybe 60 tomorrow. You know, it just depends on whether, you know, traders are going to buy it on the ask, you know, and whether they're going to show that support at 15.20. So, like I said, if you want this thing to move, tell you guys to start placing bids 15 to 20. Give this thing good support. And if it closes above 25, that's what you want tomorrow. Close above 25 two times. Okay, Tuesday and Wednesday, you want to see this thing at 25 and then 28 close. Okay, now you have a reversal going for you. Okay, that's what traders got to understand. You know, sometimes, you know, I see traders that they'll, you know, be trading a nice thin stock, and then before you know it, you know, it's, let's say it's 22 by 25, and then they undercut it and then close it at 22. Then they just kill that momentum. You know, you guys have to trade with leverage. If you see a stock that's 22.25 and you've been trading it the whole day, and then at 356, 357, okay, don't undercut the 25s. You know, don't undercut the 28s. Okay, be patient with these stocks, but at the same time, understand the levels. Close the stock at 25, 28. Okay, show that good reversal. Oh, okay, this is a reversal. Then when somebody looks at that chart, they're gonna say, wait a minute, it just broke that wedge pattern. Okay, now I want to buy it between 20 and 25, and then you start, you know, picking up those stairs. and that's part of trading. But it's just some traders, they think that you're just gonna buy at one point and then just sit on it, and you know, and that's usually when a stock goes stagnant, and then you don't see anything. I mean, OTC works a different way. Okay, OTC doesn't work on big hedge funds throwing money at the S&P. Okay, at the end of the market day, it's not a bunch of hedge funds buying GoPro because they know that news is coming out. This is manipulated, and unfortunately, this is how traders trade. They all have their own groups. They don't, but utilize that. This is a good trade. It trades well, 2 million shares, and the low was 14, closed at 25. Basically the same thing that DMHI did on Friday. I mean, basically the same trade, but we'll see what happens. Any other questions on any other stock? Okay, no more questions on any stock. I must have been that good for no one to have questions. Okay, so Henri says, can we hear this recording again? Yes, I will have the recording up. I may have it as early as tomorrow. Okay, what I don't want to do is give out the recording and then it just starts going everywhere. This recording is privileged for you guys only, and we have a lot of new guys, but the only way we can keep a system going is by ensuring that the people that are privileged, the people that are paying into the system, the people that understand the rules, we can't let this thing, start hitting the airwaves right away. This is what RSP is planning to do. Okay. The moment you start compromising that, then you throw it out and then it starts flowing everywhere. We can't do that. Okay, so that's why I need traders to be a little bit more decisive. I know a lot of traders are used to newsletters where they want the stock on a platter, right to your SMS, right to your email. But this isn't that. Okay, if this takes you to lose a little bit of hours of your sleep to attend the meeting, attend the meeting. If that means kind of looking at the weekly watch list, okay, and then pulling out your notebook and looking at pink sheets, looking at pinksheets.com, looking at the share structure, looking at updated filings, looking at which stocks you're going to decide on bidding, that's completely up to you. And remember, I give you a good amount of stocks. It doesn't mean that you have to go and get all of them. Okay, get the one that you think, okay, benefits you. Get the one that comes to you. Okay, like I said, trading is like trading Nikes or buying Nikes. There's always going to be another pair. If you look last week, SOHOM triggered. Okay, ECDP triggered. Okay, BRNW, BRWC, I'm sorry, triggered. Okay, MGON triggered. Okay, GQ triggered. All these stocks are opportunities for you guys. Some may do better than others, okay? But it's not like, oh, damn, I didn't get in that one. Okay, we don't trade with emotions. Trade each stock the same way. If you trade each stock the same way, you're going to have less room for failure, okay? You have to be systematic with this stuff, okay? There's a lot of people that don't put in the work, and then they blame the system, but yet they never use the system. Okay, I understand that you guys fall in love with the Twitter feeds. I understand that you fall in love with the iHub. Okay, the iHub is hype. Okay, I always tell traders, we trade with strategy. We ignore the hype. Okay, it's all setups. Okay, no hype involved. This is telling because this is something that you guys have to get down because you guys want to learn and you guys want to make a decisive decision. You want to take on the best probability trade out there because you don't want to just follow the pack. Don't follow the pack because once that pack is followed, you're in euphoric phase and then you're buying MDCN at 5 cents. Okay, I saw people tweeting MDCN at 4 or 5 cents to get in. Why would you get in a stock that's 5,000% higher? I mean, that's crazy. All right, so I just want traders to understand that, and like I said, I don't do this for the glory. All right. When I post the Facebooks and I post the charts, okay, that's just showing you guys that this thing is working. Because if you're buying at a buy zone and now the stock is 100, 200%, or 50, 80% up higher, then the buy zone worked. Okay. But now, sometimes it doesn't work. When a stock closes below a certain level, that's your stop. That's why you're going to have your trusty notebook next to you. Okay. And when you make that good trade, write it down, log that in. Don't just cash in and then be, okay, when's the next one? Take your time. Be patient with this. Okay. Because this is just like planting seeds and watching a tree grow. If you expect that tree to grow up the next day, then this is not for you. Okay. I'm not going to say that I'm making millionaires out here and stuff like that. I'm not going to post videos like that. I'm not going to post here that we made $3,000-$5,000 on Profitly option setups. No. Well, our main objective, the big picture is here, is to make little money into bigger money. Okay. I did a webinar before on the law of infinite return. That's what you want to do. You want to throw in $300, $500 and then have $12, $15, $20,000. Later, of 5 months down the road, a year down the road, maybe 20, 25,000 down the road. But if you think you're gonna make 100, 200,000, you're gonna be a millionaire, and you're gonna listen to all this hype, then this isn't for you. Okay, and I just want to weed out all that, because you're gonna have good times, you're gonna have bad times. Right now, okay, people are taking notice of what we do. Okay, but what I noticed before is when you have bad times, they're bad times, and the ones that you see stick it through, those are the quality traders, because they know what trading is. The only guaranteed in trading, okay, is taking on risk. Remember that. Profits, okay, and losses, okay, are not guaranteed. Okay, the only thing you're guaranteeing, okay, is risk. Okay, and you're gonna lose and you're gonna win. You may lose more than what you win. Okay, but when you lose, you want to lose less. Okay, manage that risk. Okay, I just want traders to understand that concept, because the thing is that there's a lot of people that are hoping on snake oil. Okay, we don't hope, we don't pray here. Okay, if a stock breaks a certain level, you're out. Okay, and it's completely up to you to be decisive and understand your stop. Okay, you don't give that to just anybody. Okay, this is just like playing poker. You don't show, okay, the other man your hand. Okay, because this is a dog eat dog world. Right, this is trading. So you guys are competing with each other. So sometimes you have to understand, okay, this is why we're posting 5, 6 stocks in one setting. Okay, you guys are gonna throw on your level 2. You're gonna see what has nice buy pressure, bid pressure. Okay, and if an SMS gets sent out, okay, I got it. Don't right away start posting on it just because you want to sell it 30, 15% higher. It just doesn't work like that. Let it accumulate. There's a reason why the stock was alerted, and I want traders to understand that. You want to kind of garner a position, scale into something, and don't just force the trade. Okay, that's why we have the rule of 3. If you guys haven't seen that, there's an article here, the rule of 3 strategy. Okay, read this. Okay, there's a lot of good information in this. Okay, for traders that don't have that much liquidity. Okay, there's some guys that start off with $100 sometimes. Okay, there's another one that we had was the trading tips. Okay, explaining what stops are, trading like a business. Okay, read that stuff. That stuff is there for you guys. Okay, another one that I want you guys to kind of read is these trading quotes. Controlling your emotions. Okay, this is good stuff. These are commandments of what a trader should do and not do. Okay, and then you have the standards operating procedures. Okay, what we do, what's our objective. Okay, read up on that. I know it may sound tedious. Okay, but there's a lot of good information out there. You're paying for this. Might as well get all all the information that you can get to make you a better trader. Okay, and I know you guys are gonna be good. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to let you guys go to sleep. This was a pretty long one. I really appreciate you guys coming out, and look forward to your timely success. Okay, like I said, whenever you get a chance, post some comments on the YouTube videos, post some comments on the mobile app. If we do get more downloads, if we do get some reviews, we will move on and we will progress into that Apple iOS. For now, we only got a couple of downloads, so let's get started on that. All right, guys. Have a good night. If there are any questions here, Any questions on anything, just send me a private message on GroupMe. I will be up for a little bit. I will be up on Facebook if you guys want to message me. But I really want to thank everybody and looking forward to a positive, strong week this week. Take care.